Hello. Another aspect of the ILMEA auditions will be a sight reading portion. Now this may be on snare drum, may be on keyboard, might even be on timpani, but we hope not. I'd like to give you a few pointers in terms of preparing for that. Key thing about sight reading to remember is that it's most often an ensemble experience. Even though you're going to be by yourself with a judge in a room as a soloist, the main reason they're trying to find out if you can sight read is so they can put you in a band or an orchestra and have you keep up with the general mass of fellow students. So, recognizing that it is an ensemble activity, the most important thing is not to stop, not to backtrack, not to try to correct a slip. Just keep going all the way through to the very end. Keep the time, keep the meter, keep the rhythm, get as much of the accurate pitch, if it has pitch, all the way through. Don't stop till you get to the very end. If something throws you, if you play a wrong note, if you play a wrong rhythm, just drop out for a beat or two, get your bearings, come back in the correct place where you should be by that point, and keep going to the end. They'll give you the music. You will have 20 to 30 seconds probably to look it over. What should you look at? You want to look in the upper left, notice the key, if it's pitch, the meter, the tempo, any kind of expressive idea, if it happens to be more romantic period and you have an evocative word rather than a tempo word. Then, don't waste any time trying to play through note by note from the very beginning. Don't air marimba, don't air snare drum. Just glance over it. I often suggest it helps if you sing it to yourself all the way through. You don't have to get all the pitches right, just try to get the melodic contour of what's going on. Notice anything unusual about the form. Is there a repeat? Is there a DS? Is there a DC? First and second endings, that sort of thing. Make sure you understand what the roadmap's going to be. Look for something you haven't seen before. Look for something you don't automatically say, oh, I've played that 100 times already. Okay? If there's nothing, you're in luck, then you should be able to ace it. If there is something that looks unusual, take a few seconds to figure out what it is and how you're going to deal with it when you come to it. Having done all of that, they may give you a tempo. If they do, be sure that you play that tempo. Not slower, not faster, whatever tempo they give you. That's part of the examination, is to see if you can accurately reproduce the tempo. If they don't give you a tempo, take one that's musically appropriate to what you've just looked at. I've never been in a situation where they say, oh, you're playing through this for the first time? All right, we'll play it half as fast as it really goes. You don't get that option. Just play it so that it's musically appropriate. Also try to be as expressive as you can. Bring out all the dynamic contrast, make the phrasing work. It should sound like a piece of music that you've played 100 times before, even though you're seeing it for the first time. Now you can practice sight reading, and you should practice sight reading on a daily basis. You need a collection of music. A couple feet would be perfect. You want to go open up to a page, look over it for 30 seconds, play it down from top to bottom. Analyze how you did. Did you get 30% of the notes right? Okay, it's too hard. You need easier material. Did you get 60% of the notes right? That's pretty good. Did you get 90% of the notes right? Too easy. You need something a little harder. Now on pitch, you can use any instrument. For us, for marimbas, let's say, you can use any single-line treble clef instrument. I often raid trumpet etude books, for example. There's the R-band trumpet method, the Bible we call it. That's about 1.5 inches thick. It'll give you more than enough material. You can also go back to past method books. The Goldenberg snare drum or xylophone books are very good. Anything that you haven't seen recently. After you've ascertained what your percentage was, look at the few things that gave you trouble. Don't play them, but just figure out what you did wrong and then play through it again from top to bottom. Ideally fixing anything that you missed before. Then turn the page, go on to the next one. You should spend at least 10, 15 minutes every single day that you eat working on your sight reading. Good luck.